remember my final year at Naidu Memorial, more so because of the memories that Diwali brought that year. It was much more than the fun and frivolities of fireworks, or the daintiness of new dresses, or even the sweetness of the tasty sugary delights. There was a deeper message of a special Umkomaas Deepavali. It told the story of forbearance, toil and sacrifice, of suffering, so that my friends and family could now live in celebration. Walking home together with my best friend made me appreciate the little things we take for granted nowadays. Diwali, from darkness to light, can mean so many different things.
Where's the hopscotch? Gogo is going to be so excited to see you.
Yo, Gogo! But Zipalele, are you sure your uncle will be able to help us with this assignment?
Of course, Uncle Caesar is an undercover Indian. He spends most of his life living with Indians because he worked with the Gambians on their farm. He knows so much about the prayers and also about the festival.
Bye, guys!
Bye!
Right now, for me, it symbolizes how education was a light for our ancestors, how they sacrificed everything to rid their children of the darkness and for them to have that light of knowledge.
Yes, that Deepavali was indeed special because I learned so much from so many people. Like Uncle Caesar. Okay, so he grew up on an Indian farm, but to have embraced the traditions of a foreign culture with so much of enthusiasm, to know of its enthralling nuances, and still relate it to our own South Africa. Uncle Caesar was truly an amazing inspiration.
The story of Diwali goes back over 5,000 years ago, girls.
And so Uncle Caesar proceeded to tell us about Lord Rama, who in adherence to truth and right conduct lived in exile in the forest for 14 long years.
Why were they in the forest? Just like Madiba, who was exiled to Robben Island.
Exactly.
This was a true celebration of our freedom, being able to sit and enjoy that magic moment with my friend and her family. That was the true light. A South Africa having moved from dark times into a democracy.
It's going to be awesome. Our ancestors would be so proud.
Naidu Memorial Primary, a school steeped in its rich history, while located in the rural south coast of KwaZulu Natal, truly represented the new South Africa. My parents often speak about how much has changed since they were in the school. I couldn't imagine what it was like at that time, a school for only Indian children. Zipalele is my best friend. I wonder who would have been my friend if she was not here. The goodness of our past leaders triumphed over the evil of apartheid. The celebration of our rich cultural diversity reflected our journey. Through the vibrancy of our music, our song, and our dance, we've embraced the spirit of Vasudeva Kutumbukam. The whole world is but one family.
Yo, today was awesome. I loved the dances.
But how was Mr. Naidu's speech about our history? You and I would not have been in the same school together.
It's a good thing that we are born trees. OMG, I would have never have tasted your mother's beans or roti. Can you imagine? I wonder how it was like back then.
I know, Mrs. Bura. She's been here forever. She taught my mom and dad and all my aunties and uncles. She'd be the best person.
Coolness. She's on ground Tuesday this week. Let's talk during lunch break.
Okay, class, you may settle down so that we can commence with today's creative arts lesson. So what did you think about this morning's program?
I learned about different cultures.
I learned about our heritage.
Our nation is very special. We may all be diverse in cultures, but there's one thing that we can live together in peace and harmony. And guess what, class? That's what your next assignment is going to be about. Each of you is going to do an assignment on a different culture or a festival, which you will need to research.
Deepavali.
Oh no, what's that?
Diwali, man.
Oh, great. You will know everything about it.
We may be diverse, but we still can.
Diwali. What do I know about it? Yes, I know we pray and then we exchange parcels and we light lamps and fireworks in the night. It's the same thing every year, but beyond that, I don't really know much more. We will have to find someone who knows more about it. As we walked around, I thought about the old days, how sad it must have been to have different races forced to separate. I felt proud to live in the new South Africa, proud of our school where we all learned and played together.
I'm quite curious.
About what, Emeka?
I heard Mr. Naidu's speech about the history of our school. And I remember my mom talking about our school and how only Indian kids came here. I'd love to know more.
Oh, yes. It's a long story. 78 years ago, this was a vacant property. Lots and lots of sugarcane. See there?
And so Mrs. Bura gave us a history lesson right there on the ground. She was fascinating to listen to. She spoke about the indentured Indians and how they kept their culture and religion alive. Education was a priority and that was passed on from generation to generation.
And it is because of them we all have the school today where we can come and learn.
Wow, the history of our forefathers coming here to Umkomaas is very interesting. They built so many schools just like ours wherever they settled. And like Mr. Naidu said, education was tradition for them and one of the lasting legacies that they left behind. So I guess that's where Diwali for South African Hindus also began. It's so amazing that even after 150 years, Diwali is still celebrated all across our South Africa.
I must remind Mom to get the powders for the rangoli and the lamps for tomorrow's presentation.
Monica, did you know that the most major cities do have a Diwali festival? I mean, like, check out these pictures.
Wow!
Hey, let's print it out so we can put it in our project.
It's not just Hindus or Indians that celebrate Diwali. There are all kinds of people that celebrate this festival.
Oh, okay. So, can you put it in our project?
That's awesome. We have to put it in our project.
Yes. Hey, what's the smell?
Ooh, Mom's baking for Diwali. Let's go see.
Auntie, that smells so divine. What are you making?
These biscuits have been our family secret for over 50 years. It has to be a part of our Diwali plate every year.
You have a special plate for Diwali.
You can say that. We make up a plate with tasty goodies and exchange them with family and friends on Diwali day.
Oh, why do you do that?
Just as you would exchange gifts with families and friends for Christmas, it is a symbolic way to show our love towards our friends and family.
So, you can only exchange for people who celebrate Diwali?
No, my dear. Diwali is for everyone who is part of our lives. Friends, families, neighbors. It is a way to show them how much we care for them and how thankful we are that they are around us.
Mom, can Zipalena join us this year?
Yes, my dear.
Yippee! This is so interesting. What else do you do for Diwali?
Well, the worst part is the oil bath because I can't see after my mom puts it in my eyes.
Hoibo, oil, like cooking oil.
No, child. It's 3 kinds of oil.
Like the oil that she used to put on Jamaica's hair in preschool.
That and 2 others. We do this because of the cleansing of our body and soul. By rubbing the oil onto your body, you are removing the bad qualities and all the impurities that you have accumulated from the previous year. And now you are cleansing your body for the year ahead.
Oh, so that's why we do this every year. But why so early in the morning, Mom?
According to the ancient scriptures, 4:30 and 6:30 is the most auspicious. Come girls, let's put the chana muggage on the plates now.
You see, sharing is caring and love is divine.
The previous lesson, I requested from you to come back to class today and report back on the cultures which you have researched. Now, let us hear from each group. May I start?
We learned that this mat has many different purposes. Firstly, females sit on this mat while the Lobola negotiations are being taken place. Many people use this mat to pray. They burn a plant called Impepo. Once they are finished,
move forward where the drums are in front of us.
My friends and I researched on Hindu culture. This is our cultural instrument. We play it when there are bhajans and services.
Vanakkam.
Namaste.
Namaskaram.
Welcome, dear friends, to our auspicious occasion, Deepavali or Diwali.
Diwali means a row of lamps. As you can see, our lamps are in a line of leading us out of the darkness and into the light.
A story of Lord Krishna and the gopis, or of Lord Rama and Mother Sita. In more modern times, the story of Gandhi or Madiba. Whatever the legend, Deepavali was a story of the triumph of truth over the despair of darkness.
Diwali.
When we love each other as brothers and sisters, we are celebrating Diwali.
Ours was more than just a presentation of research. It was a sharing of our own transformation and a celebration of our love in a time of freedom. A celebration of our own triumph over bondage, ignorance, and oppression. A celebration of the light of oneness.
Today, 20 years later, Timeka and I can stand beside each other in the same classroom, same school, and town, all because of their commitment to righteousness.
Our offerings to you today are not only tasty sweetmeats, but our hearts filled with love, peace, and unity, so that we, the future generation, can live 20 years and beyond in the light of goodness.
The splash of Rangoli color coming together in a beautiful picture, much like our own vibrant rainbow.
Om Bhurbhuva Swaha Tatsavidurvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Om Bhurbhuva Swaha Tatsavidurvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Om Bhurbhuva Swaha Tatsavidurvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat.
Diwali, a time for prayer and celebration, a time to be reminded of the Lord's promise to protect virtues and goodness, a time to pay heed to our call to be examples of truth and righteousness. I will always remember my final year at Naidu Memorial. It was much more than the fun and frivolities of fireworks, or the daintiness of new dresses, or even the sweetness of the tasty sugary delights. There was a deeper message of a special Umkomaas Deepavali. Our forefathers brought with them this beautiful universal tradition of oneness and left their mark across the sacred land.
And as the fireworks light up the darkened sky, South Africans once again celebrate the triumph of good over evil and light over darkness, and our rich heritage of Ubuntu.